Hi everyone. Well, today is another day in the 14 days of Valentine or love cards. Today we're going to use the Sweet Strawberry stamp set with the Strawberry Builder punch. These are in the annual catalog. It is on page 43 of the current annual catalog or online, and the Strawberry Builder Punch is number 154239. But I originally picked this out because it had this was so sweet of you, but I thought that didn't quite work for Valentine's. So I again pulled out the Catching Butterflies and said collecting sweet thoughts of you, because this is more like a thank you for being so sweet kind of thing, and this is more, you know, collecting thoughts of you. And strawberries are sweet, right? Most of them. And then I also brought out the brand new in the January to June mini catalog gingham embossing folder. This is actually part of the Sweet Talk Suite in the mini catalog. So those three things are mostly it. And then also, I don't have that right here, but A Wish for Everything we're going to use for the inside sentiment. So let me show you the card. Isn't this sweet? Oh, and also the postage stamp, rectangular postage stamp punch 152709 in the annual catalog. But you could use a circle or a little rectangle or anything. So this is on real red cardstock, and it's cut on the 11.5 inch, I'm sorry, on the 8.5 inch side at 4 1/4. So this is 11 inches by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. The paper is actually out of the Sweet Talk. It's the only main thing I have out of that suite. This is the paper. This is the other side. So I used this, and actually I used this to do the strawberries, which we're going to do in a moment here. So I used it as background and also to do the strawberries, because I just thought those look like the little specks on the strawberries, right? I thought so. So anyway, that is our cute Valentine's card. And then on the inside, this is from the A Wish for Everything. It's a double stamp set. And I have trouble getting these little words straight. So I thought, you know what? And also, for some reason, these two particular stamps, this one and Day, seem to be like sliding off their foam. Or I don't know. So I thought, well, why is there a rule that everything has to be straight? So I intentionally made them kind of crooked. And the strawberries are kind of crooked too, so right? So I put Happy Valentine's Day. The colors of ink I'm using are Real Red and Granny Apple Green. I don't have in my current repertoire of stamps a single Happy Valentine's Day. So that was the one disadvantage for not buying a new Valentine's set this year. But maybe next year. I don't know. We'll see. So that is the card. So let's get started. I'll show you how to make this cute card for Valentine's Day. Alrighty. It's not very difficult. Just takes a few things, right? Now, because we don't have to wrap any ribbon around or anything, actually let me move the inside part away. We're going to go ahead and glue this down, and I will use my favorite of choice, wet glue. But if you prefer the Seal, or yeah, I would use Seal and not Seal Plus for this. Well, you could use Seal Plus if you want, but it's kind of overkill. It's super strong. And also, you may see me using this because I did a little bit of straightening the other day, and I found I have like 6 or 7 refills for the old retired snail adhesive. So you may see me using this for tacking down ribbon and things like that temporarily until I run out of it. Alright, so the next thing is I used that gingham embossing folder, and I ran this, I'm going to measure it because I knew it by heart, but the video is being done a little after, 2 inch by 5 and 1/4, I believe. Let me see. Where's that? Yes, 2 inch by 5 1/4, and this is 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. So they're the same height, and that's in real red. So we're just going to go ahead and glue that down also. And again, now this is embossed, and to emboss it, let me see if it's a 3D. Hang on one sec. Oh, I slid it. That's not good. See what happened? I slid it and I got glue. Now, you can get glue eraser, adhesive erasers, excuse me, at anywhere. They even have them at Amazon, I mean at Dollar Tree now, and they look like this. So if this gets, and it will, a little sticky, you just take it after it dries a little bit. Don't do it when it's wet, because it just makes a bigger mess. But just go ahead and rub off that adhesive. If you don't, and these, you know, like I said, they have them at the Dollar Tree now. They have them on Amazon in like a 2-pack or something. But one goes a long way, so it might just be easier to get one. Well, they have them at my Dollar Tree in the Crafter Square area of your store. And that's what you do to fix that. I got it a little uneven, but so I'm going to put it this way. No, I'll have it this way. All right. Anyway, and then we're going to glue that down. Also, kind of try and line it up. Somehow got it just a little off there at the bottom. But anyway. All right, now let's do our stamping and punching. So I've already done one. Well, most of one. My fingers are sticky now. But I wanted to show you, I made this template by punching this out of white cardstock. And I did that because when we're using a piece of this paper, do you see that you have to leave some room between, because there's other things on here that will punch out, and you don't want to stamp right next to it, because when you punch this one out first, it'll cut out more of the paper, like a flower or something. So then you have room, you can stamp another one, which I've already done. However, I didn't fill them in with color, so we're going to do that first. Whoops, I'm trying to open the ink pad upside down. I'm doing this with all current products. The strawberry set is in the annual catalog. I don't think it's bundled anymore, but you can get them individually if you don't already have them. And the Catching Butterflies is in the Celebration, free with a $50 purchase, and that's only good through the end of February, or while supplies last, I should say. Okay, so that's really all the stamping we're going to do, and it's okay that it's uneven, because you know strawberries aren't perfect, right? I'm going to leave that out because we're going to need that. Now, I also need some little tops of the strawberries, right, that go up here, like this on the card, first card, see? And that's stamped in Granny Apple Green. All right, so, and this is not glued down, right? Okay, so the Strawberry Builder Punch has that over here. So the trick with this one is you just need little scraps. See, I'm using bits and pieces. I've already done two, but we're going to do one together. And I'm going to do it down here at the bottom. Actually, let me do it on a different, let me see if that'll fit. Yes. All right. And I have two stamps out of the set for this. The strawberry, by the way, you stamp first with this, and then you fill it in with this, these two right here, right? And same with the leaf, the little stemmy leaf thing. This is a two-step stamp set, and I didn't use the flowers in it this time. Okay, so let's stamp our one leaf. I already have done two here, and we're going to use the outline first. All right, and I think I'm going to use just a little bit wider piece for those leaves to make sure they don't get cut off. You see, I already have a piece here. I will cut that off so it'll fit into the punch. In a moment, I'll show you that. I turned that one a little bit, but it's okay. I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that. All right, and that is all. We can close this up because I already did 2 other ones. I want 3 of them. And let me get my paper snips here. And let me bring my punch in. All right, so we're going to just stick this in like this. Try and line it up fairly good. There we go. I'm going to turn it upside down and ta-da, punch. So that piece of paper is pretty well shot. You might be able to get another leaf out of it, but I don't need another one, so I will toss that now. So there's our 3rd leaf, stemmy leaf thing. And now we need our 2 strawberries. Now we're going to come down, and you have to stamp these close to the bottom of your paper. And like I said, use your guide. And you will get some bits on you. You can use them for flower or leaf if you want to at some point. And actually, I do need a 4th one, so we will do one more. I forgot, I have a double on the card, like that. Now this one, I had, this was actually a boo-boo. There's a piece of this chopped off by a leaf over here, or something, because I got them too close. And also it was close to the edge of the paper, so I just lined it up with the edge of the paper, right? So anyway, let's do one of those. This can go in the trash. So we have 3, but we need 1 more. And then I want to show you something else I did to those. All right, so let's get our red ink. We could just use 3, but I like having the 2 grouped together there. And the punch has it almost like a, oops, like a pear, right? It's interesting, you could actually use it as a pear. I just thought of that. Okay, so there's the outline. And here's the strawberry. And I'm going to go ahead and clean those because red does stain your stamp. They're still usable, but they will be stained. But if you clean them right away, and I'm using a Stampin' Chamois, you see it's still got some pink tone to it because I've been using it a lot. Okay, and then, oops, where's the punch? Here's the punch. We'll punch that one out, and it doesn't really matter what's next to it because this is basically a scrap piece. And all the bits went flying all over me and everything. Okay, so let me put this up here, get it out of the way. So that is all our punching. Now, I didn't like having this white blushing bride bit around it. So I did take my paper snips. These are not Stampin' Up. I've had them for years. I use my Stampin' Up snips that are newer only for ribbon and trim, because if I use them for paper, they will get dull. So I reserve those, and that's how I tell apart which are which. Now if you have 2 of the same, what you can do is put a little beaded charm or a ribbon or something around the finger grip of one of your pairs, and know that they're always either for paper or for ribbon. I'd probably use the one with the ribbon. I'd tie a ribbon around it, and that way I'd know it would only be for ribbon. I don't need to do that because mine are 2 different colors. And one more. And then I have some other little trick I'm going to show you with the stems. Okay, they're all cut. You don't have to do that. I just prefer the way it looks better. Okay, so we only have 3 stems. We have 4 strawberries, and they're going to go like this, and I don't have to have it along the edge there this time. And then we'll have 1 here, and actually if we have them going straight this time, I might do a 4th stem, and we'll go like that. All right, let's go ahead and do this stem. Now what I did on the stems, and there is some white around them too, but I'm not going to worry about it. I actually just cut a little crease up like this, and that way you can fit the strawberry in, and it kind of looks like it's coming out of the strawberry. You see what I mean? And I'm going to put a glue dot back here to hold that on. And on the double one, I only used 1 stem. And I put the glue dot right at the top center of the strawberry. And then let's do that again. Put the stem behind and put them up close. Now this particular pair here, we're going to glue down. So we're going to go ahead and do that a while. I'll glue this one down first, and then we'll glue this one down. You could use glue dots to put them down, or seal, whichever you prefer. And I put the one with a little bit more whitish underneath, so you know, it really didn't matter. Okay, we only need 3 stems. I'm going to do the same thing on this one. I just cut just a tiny bit up, not much. And you don't need to do that, but I like it better than, you know, I don't want the stem on the front of the berry, and if you put it in the back, it just, I don't know, it didn't look dimensional enough to me. Now these 2 we're going to put up on dimensionals actually. So we're going to try and put that like that. Make sure it's in the center. Push our stem down. Let me get my dimensionals, and I'm going to use the minis and the regular. I think we're going to put one of those over the stem too to help hold it in place. And then I actually put some minis over here because I want it to be nice and sturdy, and also on the stems to help hold them in place. All right, that's probably overkill. I have a tendency to do a lot of dimensionals to keep them sturdy on the card. Hope I'm in frame. I'll rewatch and hope I'm in frame. Okay, and then we're going to put this at an angle like that, and then we'll do the same thing with this one. So let me do my little snippy do. Okay, put my scissors back, get my strawberry, and put it in the middle, the glue dot, and then bring this in, kind of curl it a little, push the stem back and then down, and then we get our dimensionals again. That one, the paper came off of it already. And then we'll do one down here. That one too. Interesting. And then we'll do the minis over, oops, over here, and on the stems up here. And that'll help support those stems. Okay, let's put these away for now. Then we're going to do a little more stamping. It's not a hard card to do, and it's cute, right? And then this one will go this way. All right. Let me get rid of all these papers so they don't end up all over my craft floor and my socks and all that stuff. All right, now we have to stamp on a scrap of white. That one, let's see. Let's see if I can get it out of here. Nah, we'll use this one. See, I keep all my bits that I've cut stuff out of before. And we're going to stamp Collecting Sweet Thoughts of You. And that's out of the Catching Butterflies, right? I've already punched out with the postage stamp Real Red cardstock because I backed this offset with the red. And we're going to stamp in Granny Apple Green. And I'm going to do it down here sort of so I can get the punch in there, right? I'm going to leave the green open for a moment. Let's go ahead and see if we can center this in our punch. Let me make sure it's straight-ish. All right, and that's that. Now before I assemble that, let's do our inside of our card. This is going to go over here, so I'm just going to place it there for now. And we're going to use the Happy in Granny Apple Green. And then we're going to use Valentine's in Real Red. And we're going to go kind of the opposite way. And then Day in Granny Apple Green. Okay. And then I will clean those too. Sorry. Some people don't clean them as they go. I apologize if this bothers you, but I'm kind of funny that way. I do clean my stamps as I go because I don't want that ink to get dried on there. And now we're done with our inks. We're done with our ink. Granny Apple Green is part of the Brights family, and Real Red is part of the Regal family in Stampin' Up's 4 colorways. And now let's go ahead and just glue this on. This is 3/4 inch by 5 1/4. I like it better than 1/2 inch. For some reason, 1/2 inch. I mean, if that's all you have as a leftover strip, I use it 1/2 inch. And sometimes, if I have other stuff stamped on here, I like the 1/2 inch better. But in this case, I like the 3/4 inch better. And that just is cute like that. And then I'm just going to put glue around the edges like that. You can put it all over, but I find you don't need to on the inside in particular. I put more on the pieces on the front. Now this, we're just going to offset like this. So I'm going to put glue starting about where the words are and only on this side and not all the way over to the edge. And then we'll see if we can get it on there. You have a little bit of time to straighten it out, but you have to be careful. I just slid it a little bit. Be careful not to slide it. And you see I don't have glue sticking out, so you have to watch where you put the glue. And then we will put that on dimensionals also. But what I'm going to do, let's see, where that red is overhanging, I'm not going to put a dimensional, because even though this isn't on dimensionals, it's raised up a little bit. So I will put some glue there. Put this here. I'm actually going to put another one there to help hold that in place. Maybe, let's see how that'll work. Actually, I'm going to have to move it a little bit because these strawberries are over further. Not sure. I might put one more right here. And then a little bit of glue on this edge, which I shouldn't have done until I got these off. So take your papers off your dimensionals first. Okay, so this time we'll put it down here. Now we have two more things to do. First is ribbon. So the ribbon I'm using is the crinkled seam binding ribbon, 1/4 inch in Whisper White, or just white. I need a scrap, and my scrap paper is dirty, so forgive me, because you can see I've already done this. And we're going to take our Granny Apple Green Stampin' Blend. You need an alcohol marker to do this, and luckily Stampin' Up! Has this color. And we're going to do about 1 foot of ribbon, because you might be able to do smaller, but I need that much to be able to tie a bow. I just do. If it was twine, maybe not quite so much. Maybe in a lot of the paper pumpkins, they do it in 6 inches. I need like 9 minimum to tie bows. I don't know what it is with me. So I'm going to say actually 11 inches, because that's about the width of the paper. Maybe 12, because this is at an angle. All right, and then let it dry for a minute or a few seconds, and then what I do, you can use paper toweling or something, but I just take the paper, the scrap paper I'm using anyway, except it pulled up, and go like this, and then I take the ribbon and pull it through. Sometimes I use paper toweling, and that makes sure any excess ink is off. Now I need my Stampin' Up! Snips. They call them paper snips, but they're my ribbon snips. And snip it there, and then we'll tie a bow. Alright, and it might waste a little bit of ribbon, but not too bad. Not too much. Leave them out because I may need them again. Alright, I think the first time I did this, I had to do it the bunny ear way to get it to stay right. So like that, and then wrap this. I'm not the best bow tire, so forgive me. A lot of you out there are experts, probably better than me at this. So my apologies in advance. But I do try. Okay. It's not bad, right? Not bad. I have a little too much on the ends, and I need to just cut them down. Boom. And boom. So I only wasted about 1.5 inches of ribbon so far, and then I'm going to get a glue dot or 2. Start with 1, and we'll see how this is going to look. Let's I see up on this one I had it here, but let's see. I think I'll still put it there, even though it's down lower. It's all good. I didn't think of that when I was placing my strawberries this time. Now, just another little thing in the way of that stem there. I'm going to tuck that under, actually. I do oftentimes take your pick and get another glue dot, and I stick it right in here, so that way, you see how that bow is starting to pull out? It keeps it in place on the top as well. So I have one on the bottom and one to hold it together. Now the last thing we have to do, and I don't need to snip any more of that off, is our gems, and I'm using the Red Rhinestone Basic Jewels. They're in the annual catalog. By the way, the annual catalog goes through May 2nd, but as things start to sell out, that aren't being carried over, and we don't know which those are. Okay, one more thing. This little heart is actually fussy cut out of the back of this paper, but you see I don't have any whole hearts there, so I'm just going to use the red bling on this card. I just happened to have a scrap that had some one full heart on it, so I used it. I didn't waste it. Let's see, I'm trying to find the gingham piece here has some ridgy areas and then some little smooth like triangles, or excuse me, diamond looks. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need one more. 5. And there's our card, all done. Isn't that cute? I think that is creative and cute, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll try it. Give it a try. if you have the strawberry and strawberry builder, and if not, you can buy it, and then you can get the Catching Butterflies free. If you get the sweet strawberry and the punch and maybe one other thing, cardstock or glue or whatever, some doilies or something, add something to your order so you can get up to $50, and then you can get this free with a $50 purchase. It's a really cute set. I use this for the day 1 card. I'm not sure which day this is. I won't know till I get the video uploaded and see. But anyway, if you are interested in receiving the card we just made, this one here, it doesn't really matter, but this one here, put a comment down below the video that you would like to be entered in the drawing for whatever day this is. Make sure you put the day in, and like day, it'll be in the title of the video. And then I'll put you in the drawing. The drawings will all happen on the 15th day, so the day after all these videos go up. One sec. So again, if you're interested in this card, I will mail it to whoever wins from the drawing. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I hope you're enjoying this series. You can go back and watch all of them. You have until day 14, end of day or early morning the day after, to put a comment in. Actually, probably end of day on the 14th day to put your comments in. I am uploading these at noon Eastern every day. So if you're interested in any of them, make sure you get your comments in, because on the 15th day, the day 15, which will be something like the 25th or 26th of January, I will be doing a drawing for all 14 days. Excuse me. All right, everyone. Take care. Have a great day. Hugs, love, and peace. Stay safe.